My partner selected his expectant former partner over me during our betrothal celebration. Right before his folks, my siblings, my grandma, around 75 attendees altogether. He wept and declared he continued to care for her deeply. After that, he departed alongside her. That occurred 11 days back, and I haven't managed a complete night's rest since then. I must express this since I sense like my sanity is slipping, and all the people around me offer varied advice, leaving me unsure of my thoughts. My mother advises that I must handle my emotions. My closest companion suggests I should vent my anger. My counselor recommends embracing any emotions that arise. I simply require an outsider's perspective to confirm if I'm irrational for seeking explanations still. His name is Emmett. We encountered each other 3 years prior at a pal's birthday gathering in Minneapolis. I hail from a tiny community roughly 2 hours north of the area, but relocated to the urban center post-graduation. Emmett was raised in the outskirts, attended college in Wisconsin, returned following his degree. He was employed at the identical firm as my buddy Lauren's partner, which led us to the same event. I wasn't planning to attend that evening initially. Lauren had been persuading me for weeks as she desired for me to connect with this fellow from her partner's workplace, an accountant sort she believed suited me ideally. I repeatedly declined since I had recently exited a casual entanglement that left me quite vulnerable, and setting up with someone was the furthest from my mind. Yet Lauren being Lauren, she persists until she succeeds. Thus, I donned a gown and arrived, and the accountant proved dull as a plain box. I lingered mostly near the refreshment area evading him. That's the spot where I crossed paths with Emmett. He approached to snag some mini sausages wrapped in pastry, and we began chatting about how uncomfortable such gatherings feel when you recognize only a couple of individuals. He was amusing, modest in an authentic manner, not staged. We wound up on the patio for 3 hours discussing all sorts of topics, profound and trivial. As the event concluded, he requested my contact, and I provided it without pause. Our initial outing followed a week later, then a subsequent one, then more. In 2 months, we became nearly constant companions. He encountered my parents by the 4th month. I met his by the 5th. It all aligned in a fashion I'd never known previously. My mother adored him. My father appreciated him. My brothers considered him reliable. His relatives embraced me as if I belonged already. I was aware of Ivy. She was his previous girlfriend. They had been together for nearly 4 years prior to parting. Emmett explained the split happened due to differing aspirations. She wasn't prepared for commitment, avoided marriage in the near future, aimed to prioritize her profession. He desired children, a home, the conventional setup. They attempted reconciliation but ultimately acknowledged their divergent directions. That explanation seemed logical to me. I never doubted it since there was no cause. He appeared truly beyond her, never dwelled on her excessively, never drew parallels between us, never provided grounds to suspect she remained involved. The rare mentions of her were in retrospect, always with a sort of accepting melancholy, as though he had come to terms with the closure and progressed. We became engaged 10 months past. He asked on the date marking our first meeting, which struck me as profoundly sentimental. He brought me to that eatery from one of our early encounters and knelt during the interval between starters and entrees. I accepted, naturally. I was overjoyed to the point of tears. Phoned my mother from the restroom, unable to delay sharing. The betrothal event was intended as a splendid festivity. My parents organized it at their residence given the room, and my mother thrives on such occasions. She devoted weeks to every aspect: the cuisine, adornments, invitees. She was thrilled to demonstrate to Emmett's kin that we excelled at hosting elegant affairs. Both clans traveled in. Emmett's parents arrived from Arizona, their retirement spot from recent years. His sibling journeyed from Denver alongside her spouse and offspring. My grandma traveled from Iowa by car, all present to honor us. The gathering commenced at 6 on a Saturday. Lovely end-of-September climate. My mother arranged the garden with fairy lights and least elegant rustic tables. A musical group performed live, a stocked bar stood ready, meals from this Italian spot my father favors. 75 individuals all gathered for Emmett and me. Around 8:30, chaos ensued. I was conversing with my relative by the suites area when I observed folks glancing toward the side entrance. Some disturbance arose, and I figured a latecomer or an overindulgent guest. Then Lauren uttered my name in an odd, pressing tone, and upon turning, I spotted her. Ivy. I recognized her instantly despite viewing only a handful of images. Emmett retained some outdated snapshots on his device, and I had come across them once seeking a picture of us. Not prying, they simply appeared while browsing. She possessed an easy attractiveness that makes others feel inferior. Lengthy brunette locks, flawless complexion, a figure that flatters any attire. She positioned herself just within the entrance in a form-fitting outfit that highlighted an evident expectant swell. She appeared perhaps 4 or 5 months progressed. Not enormous, but unmistakably so. I recall assuming this must be a prank. Like perhaps she was another's acquaintance sharing the name with Emmett's former. Or I misidentified her. For why would his past lover appear at our betrothal event carrying a child? Then, she spoke. She apologized for the intrusion but stated there was vital information for all to learn. Her tone carried enough for nearby conversations to halt and attention to shift. She claimed she and Emmett had been involved over the last year, that the child she bore was his, that he intended to abandon me once she confirmed her readiness for him truly. I remained immobile, utterly unable to shift or utter words, as if my mind ceased functioning and rejected the reality. I anticipated Emmett's emergence to label her delusional, to refute all, to clarify this madness. He emerged indeed. He forced through the assembly with an expression akin to encountering a specter. Absolute alarm. He headed directly to her, clutched her limb, murmuring inaudibly, and she withdrew, declaring firmly she was finished concealing. Then she retrieved documents from her purse. Sonogram images. She displayed them, and even from my position I discerned his name upon them. Emmett's name, designated as the parent. She mentioned possessing numerous texts. Dozens, detailing their shared tomorrow, professing his affection, asserting he remained with me solely until her preparedness. My mother stood beside me then. She gripped my arm as if supporting my stance. My father was on the opposite side of the yard, advancing with my brothers trailing, all eyes fixed. 75 spectators witnessing this lady shatter my existence. Ivy gazed directly at Emmett, inquiring his decision. Stated she was prepared now, prepared for wedlock, prepared for the household he perpetually desired. She offered what he sought since their separation. So his selection, I awaited his command for her departure to declare her falsehoods, to face me and affirm a dreadful mix-up. Rather, he commenced weeping. He expressed regret that he erred, that he never intended this outcome. He affirmed enduring love for her, that affection never ceased, that their bond hadn't truly concluded. They merely paused as she determined her wishes. A pause. He revealed our whole connection was him awaiting her. 3 years, the outings, the festivities, encountering my kin, the betrothal, all merely passing time until Ivy's readiness. My father charged at him, genuinely charged. My brothers Gabriel and Raiden restrained him physically. My father shouted phrases unprecedented from him. My mother wept. My grandma sat in a seat appearing faint. Emmett's parents lingered stunned, silent, and Emmett remained weeping, repeating apologies, as Ivy positioned beside him, palm on her swelling abdomen, seeming nearly victorious. As if claiming a prize, he exited with her, indeed departed with her, entered her vehicle and drove from our betrothal event, from my family's abode, from the existence we planned to construct. No backward glance. The event concluded evidently. My mother attempted recovery, thanked attendees for presence and reassured my well-being, but recovery was impossible. All had observed, all understood. The utmost mortifying instance of my existence unfolded before every significant individual. Lauren transported me home that evening. The ride blurs in memory. I recall arriving at my flat, gazing blankly, sensing unreality, as if awakening soon from a horror. Yet it wasn't fantasy, it was factual. The following days proved tumultuous. My device flooded with communications from partygoers. Emmett's sibling messaged a lengthy regret, claiming ignorance and sorrow, vowing to sever ties with him. His mother voiced a tearful recording. My companions initiated shifts, ensuring company, fearing my solitude. Emmett attempted contact, perhaps 30 calls that initial night. Recordings pleading regret and necessity for clarification, asserting misappearance. I ignored. Incapable of response, what remained to discuss? He conveyed essentials before 75 observers, but this is the aspect driving my madness, and why I'm sharing, sensing derangement. He appeared at my flat 4 days post-event, simply rapped on the entrance as if unaltered. I nearly refrained but viewed via the spy hole, and an urge demanded his feeble justification. He claimed Ivy manipulated him, that she knew precise words to elicit his party reaction. That surprise induced panic and false statements. He suggested the child might not be his, that she declined paternity verification, that she employed pregnancy to ensnare him. I inquired if he had intimacy with her. He affirmed but labeled it intricate. I inquired if he professed love to her. He affirmed but clarified unintended implication. I inquired if our bond was merely awaiting her. He faltered on that. Stood in my threshold, floor-gazing, silent, which answered sufficiently. I commanded his departure. He resisted. Insisted on error rectification, offering full clarification, confident in resolution. I declared no resolution possible. He selected her before all. Dialogue concluded. I shut the entrance on him. That occurred a week prior. Daily text since. Extended notes on separation from Ivy. Realization of her harmfulness. How the child alters not regarding his sentiments for me. His mother phoned twice, imploring dialogue, permitting explanation, asserting knowledge of her offspring's character, not malevolent, merely a grave error. Yesterday, his sibling Amanda contacted. She revealed Emmett resided with her post-event, lacking alternatives. She mentioned Ivy proclaimed Emmett returned begging that event night, now united, but Emmett denies. He visited her residence for confrontation over her actions, leading to fierce dispute and his exit. Amanda described his disarray, skipping meals, sleepless, merely occupying her spare space, wall staring, uncertain her motive for sharing, perhaps to evoke pity. It failed, yet it prompted unwelcome reflections, like their true interactions. Whether Ivy truly orchestrated or Emmett fabricates now, recognizing life discard for unfulfilling pursuit. Whether our shared experiences were authentic, or I merely substituted from outset. My companion Lauren believes Ivy orchestrated months ahead. She suspects deliberate conception to compel Emmett. She thinks Ivy always planned dramatic intrusion at key occasion, her nature. Regardless, he still engaged intimately, still professed love, still declared unending affection before my kin. Those occurred irrespective of schemes. The ceremony planned for April, deposits secured on location, dress hunting with Mother and Lauren scheduled next month, house hunting in outskirts initiated, entire tomorrow envisioned now vanished, worst, uncertain of mourning. Grieving the bond, the intended tomorrow, the imagined persona, who evidently never was. How lament something potentially false initially, gratitude for enduring this, uncertain of desired outcome, perhaps guidance. Currently daily navigation avoiding total collapse, update, 7 days on. Unexpected attention from prior sharing, appreciation to commenters and messengers, perused all even sans full replies, much transpired since posting necessitating release before bursting, initial omitted context. Post-betrothal catastrophe, I restricted Emmett everywhere. Calls, online profiles, mail, everything. Unable to endure constant excuses or regrets. Mental state worsening requiring his absence. Yet restrictions didn't deter his kin. His mother Wilma contacts my mother nearly daily. His sibling Amanda texted until blocked. Even his father, spoken to perhaps 10 times over 3 years, sent extensive note on family trials and forgiveness value. Ignored or attempted. Then 5 days back, ignoring became unfeasible. At parents for meal. Mother insisted frequent visits to prevent solitary rumination. Drove Wednesday evening for stew and presumed calm night. Concluding when door knock sounded. Father answered, hallway voices heard. Father's sharp retort unclear. Footsteps toward eating area. It was Wilma, Emmett's mother, traveled from Amanda's lodging specifically for dialogue. Father trailed, enraged. Mother rose from seat, battle-ready expression. Wilma spoke preemptively, acknowledged my pain, justified, declared Emmett's actions inexcusable, conveyed to him personally, yet asserted unknown elements. Potentially altering perspective, begged 5-minute hearing. Mother deemed inappropriate, uninvited home intrusion overstepped. Suggested call or correspondence as civilized alternative to dinner ambush. Wilma wept. Admitted impropriety but desperation. Claimed Emmett deceived all, including her, for years. Recently uncovered full reality. Asserted Ivy threatened Emmett. Held leverage. Explaining his continued involvement post us. Mother commanded exit. Not requested. Commanded. Opened entrance, awaited, but Wilma persisted. Claimed Ivy vowed life ruin sans compliance. Possessed data capable of career and bond destruction, utilized for years-long control. Asserted Emmett victimized too, despite appearances. I finally voiced. Inquired what data. What granted Ivy such dominance? Wilma claimed ignorance of details. Emmett withheld. Merely repeated complexity. errors committed. Ivy knew harmful info for cared ones. I nearly chuckled. Not amusingly, but pathetically. This defense. Grand revelation family built for over week. Blackmailed into intimacy, love professions, future planning. As if devoid of choice. Helpless marionette under villainous sway. I expressed sorrow for her travel. But no words altered events. Her offspring chose infidelity, chose deception, chose public shame before loved ones. Whatever Ivy held erases none, adult man. Could have disclosed truth anytime past 3 years. Didn't. Wilma argued further, claimed misunderstanding of his strain. If I'd converse, permit personal explanation, perspective shift possible. Mother intervened. Declared her offspring devastated daughter before whole kin. If she assumed household interest in excuses, grave misjudgment. Escorted Wilma out, secured door. Returned home sleepless. Not crediting Wilma but questions unavoidable. What Ivy possessed? Why family insistent on victim portrayal? What overlooked? Next morning, regrettable action. Unrestricted Emmett sent single note, requested meeting. Once. No reconciliation or further regrets interest. Merely genuine explanations. If incapable, no discussion. Replied instantly. Agreed anytime, anywhere. Thanked opportunity. Vowed full disclosure. Met at nearby park 2 days back. Public for security. Brought Lauren, had her wait in vehicle close if needed. He began promptly. Admitted months-long struggle for truth revelation, but cowardice prevailed. Claimed Ivy complications exceeded admissions, knowing real tale would provoke hatred. But since hatred present, no loss? Revealed 4 years ago, split not from her unreadiness. Falsehood, split from her discovery of his act. Refused specifics. Merely profound shame, occurred during bleak phase, strive to overcome. Ivy held proof. Images or communications, retained, post-split threatened usage against moving on, initially deemed bluff. Attempted dating each time she reminded of holdings. Threatened dispatch to kin, employment, key figures. Then met me. Claimed unplanned affection, supposed solitary misery, Ivy's punishment but uncontrollable. Loved me first envisioning normalcy despite. Claimed as we deepened, Ivy demanded more. Meetings, proof of enduring love. Non-compliance risk dispatched to me, parents all, felt ensnared. Attempted multiple terminations but threats intensified. I questioned non-disclosure. Why not explain, allow decision with past knowledge? Claimed fear. Deed severe, risk intolerable. Preferred duality over total loss. I questioned party night. Why stated unmeant words? Why professed love? Why departed with her? Claimed Ivy messaged mourning. Vowed public choice at event or dispatch to all guests. Somehow obtained list. Gathered contacts, prepared, panicked. When appeared pressured, mind blanked, uttered to halt. Then burning query, baby his, uncertain. Admitted intimacy, cautious, timing dubious. Ivy refused test, suspicious. Multiple requests, deflections. Information overwhelming, still is. Lauren suspects total fabrication. Blackmail excuse evading responsibility. Even true doesn't explain initial honesty absence. Man truly affectionate would have managed. Mother says truth irrelevant. Result identical. Infidelity, deception, humiliation, reasons alter not. Father silent mostly, still raging. Exits at Emmett's mention, protecting from his fury. I dissect Emmett's tale for inconsistencies. Abundant, like Ivy's guest list acquisition. Why public love if resisting? Why car exit if defying? None fully coherent, nor disproven easily. Head-messing aspect. 2 nights back, Instagram request from unknown profile. Blank image, no content, recent creation, message I know is deed. If interested, meet. Address provided, downtown eatery. Time, noon tomorrow, unresponded, uncertain if should. Could be anybody, Ivy further meddling. Emmett's pal arranging mediation, unrelated outsider, but if answer holder, if reveals Ivy's hold, if clarifies 3-year chaos, Lauren forbids, claims danger invitation. Block, proceed. Mother concurs, says sufficient info present, Emmett's betrayal sole fact, but obsession persists, wondering truth. Sensation story incomplete, how advanced sans comprehension of departure, undecided yet, noon tomorrow deadline. Update on decision or further collapse, whichever first. Final update, attended eatery, aware, all advised against. Lauren nearly pleaded, mother warned trouble-seeking but unavoidable. 2 weeks in partial truths, manipulations, craved authenticity. Went. Lauren demanded accompaniment, sat distant table, laptop pretense while I window waited. Ordered untouched coffee, door watched, no arrival. 45 minutes void. Messenger flinched or toyed initially. Lauren drove home, day remainder foolish feeling. But wait. During eatery wait, Ivy at my flat. Neighbor Bethany texted around one, inquiring wellness. Woman loitered door hour-long. Identified instantly. Upon arrival, Ivy departed, but envelope taped door named. Inside, 3-page handwritten note. Claimed unintended escalation. Thought party appearance would prompt choice, joint exit me minor note. Unanticipated family backlash. Aftermath. Blackmail partial truth mostly amplified. Yes, held info on deed. Yes, utilized, but no helpless prey. Willing return each time. Threats justification for choices. Baby certainly his. Test done. Results Emmett viewed weeks prior. Uncertainty act minimized guilt over impregnating ex while betrothed. Then claimed Emmett proposed her too. 2 years back, preemie, gave ring, she declined unreadiness. Then dated me, not bond end but rejection, jealousy intent. Told her placeholder, dropped me upon her shift, included image, Emmett kneeling. Ring case open, her hands mouth covered, dated 2 years pre our betrothal. Stared till blurry. Lauren suggested edit, Ivy unstable, untrustworthy, but authenticity sensed. Location, attire, his gaze upward, needed Emmett confrontation. Texted night, informed of note, seen image. If not meet true truth, send all to parents, believers in victim tale. Met park next afternoon, same seat, same tormented expression, began proposal query. Denied initially, Ivy fabricating. Image falsified, halted him. Image genuine, continued lies mean eternal exit. One opportunity, admitted proposal to Ivy, preemie. Admitted devastation post no, dated for progression. Met me then affection, but part wondered Ivy yes outcome. Question placeholder status. Claimed real sentiments, but couldn't deny partial weight. Loved both differently, knew awfulness, but honesty. Questioned baby, test results, admitted viewing, his child. Lied uncertainty to appear less culpable than aware impregnation while engaged. Then phone rang, screen glance, face transformed. Answered speaker yelling heard, female voice, Ivy's screaming awareness of us. Sister spotted. Promised no further contact. Emmett calming, not as thought, seeking closure for their advance. Indeed said, advance. As if they genuine pair me unresolved, seized phone, Ivy paused at my voice, then screamed, labeled desperate. Said ignore cues. Emmett chose her accept, continue pitiful existence. Retorted not party crasher psychotic, not pregnancy trapper of uncommitted. 1-0. One deceiver timid. Soon raising child with cheater same as me. She labeled jealous. Emmett never loved, are all fabricated inwardly known. Told query ring if resembled mine. If recycled speech or original second, quieted, Emmett grabbed attempt I distanced. Told Ivy perfect man proposed me similarly, not unique. Neither was, both warmed options till decision. Ivy disconnected, Emmett enraged. Said worsened all. Ivy unstable, now triggered unpredictable. Said vindictive, cruel, unlike me. Laughed, said unknown of me. 3 years face lying, clearly unfamiliar. Said indifferent to Ivy's actions. Indifferent to life incineration. Already demolished my essentials, his next irrelevant. Arm grab attempt, demanded listen. Said calm discussion needed, emotional me, unclear thinking. Withdrew warned touch prompts scream, park exposes him. Retreated, declared final. Never see again. Contact family associates reach, I'd tell Ivy all said of her. Every excuse, every manipulative, unstable, toxic label, every victim lie, face paled. Wished nice life with chosen. Enjoy kid explanation of daddy's destructions via infidelity. Hoped Ivy's secret worth losses. Then departed, but not conclusion. 3 days on, Wilmer at parents again, not solo. Emmett accompanied. Father door answered, immediate close attempt, Wilma foot blocked, rapid speech. Said development occurred. Ivy workplace scene. Told colleagues affair, pregnancy party. Possible job loss, reputation ruined, needed my aid. Approached door from kitchen, commotion. Mother behind, father body barricaded. Emmett overspoke mother, Ivy exploded. Telling all, secret out, life crumbling. Mother questioned our concern. Wilma blamed my provocation. Phone call triggered. If left alone, none happening. Unbelievable. Said son cheated entire bond. Son shamed publicly before 75. Son lied all, including prior proposal. Now porch standing, my fault. Emmett interrupted, not blaming. Needed Ivy talk for calm. Apparently viewed me threat if a sure exit, perhaps cease destruction. Questioned Ivy's listening to me. Said jealous. Despite win, convinced lingering feelings. During recent fights, said things making insecure. Compared, told not as kind, not as pleasant, not as affectionate. Even choosing, weaponized me against. Father commanded leave. Daughter endured enough. If not off property 30 seconds, police. Emmett final try. Gazed, apologized, knew ruined all, loved me, truly. Loss worst ever, retorted no. Loss not worst. Worst never truly had, can't win daily deceiving. Feelings for non-existent bond, built on void. Door closed, week prior, Emmett's existence imploding further. Amanda texted Lauren knowing blocks, said work leave pending review. Ivy social posts spreading, parents arguing support or severance. Ivy threatening baby denial, different birth name, solo raising. Massive fight, said Sands full commitment, no child access. No longer my issue. Father remarked recently, resonated, some collect options over choices. Emmett never content with Ivy, me anyone, always wondering alternatives. Dodged worse than bullet, dodged backup lifetime. To followers of this chaos, thanks. And if Ivy reads, likely self-searching type, know this. Didn't win. Got man X comparing in disputes. Man proposing another into pregnancy. Man lying effortlessly. You two merit one another. You two merit one another.